Kyle had a nice year being a quarterback last year. I think there's some things he needs to work on and get better at as far as being more consistent. Sashi's a big play threat receiver. I think we've added to that, to that receiving core. I mean, I like to think that we're one of the top receiving cores, throughout the state at this level. We added a guy by the name of James Hutchins, came from the Northern California area, that played early in the game but got hurt, so we might miss him for a couple of weeks heading into the season. But some other guys have stepped up in those roles as receivers. Nicky Weinberg, Kyle's younger brother, is really an outstanding receiver. I think he's had a great summer. So, we threw the ball quite a bit. In fact, when I go back and look at the film, I feel like we've been in passing league all summer. We just continue to just do passing league and just threw the linemen in there. And we threw the ball almost 40 times, and that's kind of unheard of. For us, I think if we're throwing the ball 40 times, we're behind in a game. But I mean, it just was one of those things where we got some rhythm and some flow, and our receivers were catching the ball. And we had decent enough protection when you're teaching your first line, how to block for the first time all year. So, so I think that's something we're going to build on, and try to get the balls in those playmakers' hands. I believe we got some great running backs, and I think when our line gels, we can incorporate the running game. And then obviously, if you're good at both, you got a chance to be successful. Good question. I mean, Carter Cox is a returning linebacker, middle linebacker, just a really solid player, good player, just heady, makes a lot of tackles. I think he led our team in tackles against Japan. It's just a very balanced. I don't think there's a weak link. I don't think there's like I said, a max kind of guy that's on the defense right now, but I think those guys play well together. We're looking at some different schemes this year, so I think guys like Sashi's going to play more defense, and guys like Nicky Weinberg, I think we've got some guys that can play man coverage, and so I think when you have the ability to do that, then you can dial up some pressures and do some things that we really haven't been. We've been more of a zone team in the past, so that's something we'll take a look at. So I guess we're tipping our hand a little bit, but we have 4 non-conference games to see if that stuff's going to be, viable, so that when we get to, the Churchill, Crater, Springfield, Marist, Eagle Point run, we'll have everything dialed in by then. There was the 3 of us that were in the quarterfinals last year, and I think Crater's got a really good quarterback, and they look good this summer, and I expect them to be very highly competitive, and I think Eagle Point's much improved. They got a new coach at Churchill, so from top to bottom of our conference, I think I'll put that against anybody. I think it's a little bit. I don't want to go SEC here,
sure.
But, but I think it's a very hard road. Every one of our conference games are in October, and I think that's going to be our biggest challenge this year.